All right, let's get right into it. For years, the real estate wholesaling game has been all about the grind, right? But what if I told you the top 1% of investors, they're playing a completely different game? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the exact AI-powered system they use to get motivated sellers to chase them. So, does this look familiar? You're spending, 40 hours a week, maybe more, just dialing, managing cold callers, driving for dollars. And for what? The returns just seem to get smaller and smaller. The time, the effort, the cost for every single deal just keeps creeping up. It's a super frustrating cycle, but there's a real reason why it's getting so much harder. And right here, this is the reason why. While pretty much everyone else is stuck competing with the same old tired tactics, a really small group has made a huge shift. They've stopped chasing leads and started attracting them, all by using technology that completely flips the script on lead generation. So let's really break this down. The old hustle versus the new system. On one side, you've got that traditional grind we all know, and on the other, you have a smart, leveraged approach. Just understanding this difference is the absolute first step to getting off that hamster wheel. What's so powerful about this is just how clear the trade-off is. The old way is all about brute force, a ton of effort for leads that, let's be honest, are often pretty low quality. The new way, though, that's all about precision. It's about using smart systems to pull in highly motivated sellers, which creates a path for growth you can actually scale. It's the classic case of working smarter, not just harder. So what is this new way actually called? It's not just some random tactic, it's a complete end-to-end system. And the top players in this industry, they treat this like their secret weapon for just dominating their markets. Okay, so at its heart, the media leverage system is basically an engine. It's fueled by paid ads and it's fine-tuned by AI. But the most important part, the real game changer, is that it completely reverses the roles. Instead of you hunting for deals, you are creating a magnet that pulls your ideal, most motivated sellers straight to you. And where does this system run? On the biggest platforms on the planet. We're talking Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, Google, YouTube, and yeah, even TikTok. These aren't just for scrolling through videos. They are incredibly powerful marketing channels that can put your message right in front of the exact homeowners who need your help, right now. All right, so let's pop the hood and see how this machine is actually put together. We're going to start with one of the most powerful and, honestly, most accessible channels for investors out there, Meta ads. Look, winning on Facebook and Instagram isn't about some crazy complicated funnel. It really just boils down to these 4 things. First, you've got to have engaging short-form video. Second, you just let Meta's incredible AI do all the heavy lifting with targeting. Third, and this is a big one, you have to season the pixel. We'll talk about that. And fourth, you got to stand out from that whole we buy houses crowd. This right here, this is the real magic behind the whole system. The pixel is just a little piece of code that watches what's happening. And when you tell it, hey, that person became a fantastic lead, or hey, we just closed a deal with this person, it learns. It actually gets smarter over time. It gets incredibly good at finding more people just like your best customers. Your marketing literally gets better and cheaper all on its own. It's amazing. So how does something like Meta stack up against, say, Google Ads? This gives us a great little snapshot. Think of Meta as disruption marketing. You're showing up in their feed and interrupting their scroll. Google, on the other hand, is all about intent. They are actively searching for a solution to their problem. Because of that, yeah, Google leads are often super high quality, but the competition is fierce, and the cost to even get in the game is way higher. We're talking $5,000 a month or even more just to start. Okay. Having the right tools is only half the battle, right? To really make this system work, you have to adopt the mindset of a serious investor, not just a hustler. And honestly, this is where most people really get it wrong. This question, this is the one that kills growth before it even has a chance to start. When you're only focused on the upfront cost, you're treating marketing like an expense, something to cut back on, instead of seeing it for what it is, an engine for profit. And this is the mental shift that unlocks everything. The most successful investors, they don't ask about the price. They ask about the return. They know that if they put $1 into this machine, they need to know how to get $3, $4, maybe $5 back out. It's an investment, plain and simple, not an expense. And part of that investment mindset is patience. Look, this is not a get-rich-quick button. You need at least 6 months of what I call marketing stamina. You need that time to gather enough data, to season your pixel, and to let the system really find its groove. Quitting after 30 or 60 days, that's a guaranteed way to fail. You see, a successful campaign moves through these 3 stages. First, you just stabilize. You're gathering data to figure out your baseline costs. Then, you optimize. You start feeding quality feedback from your sales team back into the marketing to improve your KPIs, your key performance indicators. And only after you've done those 2 things do you get to the fun part. You scale by reinvesting your profits and strategically cranking up that ad spend. So what's a good return? What should you even be aiming for? Well, the absolute bare minimum target is a 3x return on ad spend. That means for every single dollar you spend on ads, you're generating $3 in revenue. Anything less, and you're barely treading water. A really healthy, scalable system, that's living in the 4x to 6x range, and even higher. All right, last but not least, let's talk about what not to do. You can have the best marketing engine in the world, but if the rest of your machine is broken, it's gonna fail. So let's cover the most common mistakes that will absolutely kill your results. These are the system killers for real. If you're not calling a brand new lead in under 2 minutes, you're losing. If you don't have a CRM, a customer relationship manager, to automate your follow-up, you're just leaving deals on the table. And if you're not tracking your KPIs, your key numbers, you're just flying blind and you have no idea how to improve. So let's get this straight. The ultimate goal of this entire system isn't just to buy a list of names and phone numbers. The goal is to buy fully qualified, motivated appointments that are automatically booked directly onto your calendar. It's a total shift from buying data to buying actual results. And this quote just nails it. It perfectly captures the end goal of a well-tuned system. Your ads, your website, your automated follow-ups, they all work together to build trust and authority. They pre-sell the seller on why you are the best solution long before your team even picks up the phone. So the methods are out there. The technology is more accessible than it's ever been. The old way of grinding it out will always be an option, sure. But this new way of building a scalable, automated growth engine, that's what separates the top 1% from everybody else. So the only real question left is, which path are you going to choose?